Do you want to be the guy that everyone turns to when people need help? Would you like to be the alpha in any given situation and start running the show from here on out? Well, here are some tricks that will help you on your journey to become the man you want to be. This is Alpha Male Body Language Tricks every guy should try. 12. Walk the walk. One kind of body language that others typically notice first is how a person walks. This is just unavoidable, considering we all have to walk to get to and fro. But do you know the difference between alphas and non-alphas? Alphas tend to appear unhurried and calm as they walk, almost as if saying, "The world waits on me, and I'm on my own time." When a guy is nervous, his steps tend to speed up and get smaller. It appears like they're in a hurry. It's quite easy to tell when someone is nervous just by the way they walk. So if you want to come across as an alpha male, slow it down a bit. But that's not all there is to it. Your job is not to walk so slow that people get annoyed with you. It's to walk in a way that naturally makes the people around you slow to match your pace. Set the pace and let everyone join you. 11. The way you sit matters. Do you think you'd ever see an alpha all slumped over, shoulders rolled forward, chest caved in his seat? No. Alphas don't want to appear small and unassuming. They want to be in charge and to be seen like the kings they think they are. They sit more broadly, more wide open to the world, and don't seem closed off and unapproachable, as do those who sit collapsed inward. There are many classic alpha sitting positions, but give this one a go if you want to feel a little more alpha and a little less beta. Lean back and relax a bit. Cross one of your legs over your knee, and fold your hands up behind your head or rest them at your sides, fully opening your chest. This way, you can see everything that's happening in front of you, and you're ready to embrace it, good or bad, like an alpha male. 10. Open up your chest. If you know any alphas, pay attention to the way they stand. Chances are they all have a similar posture, and you wouldn't catch them slouching. They stand in a way that says they're open, down for anything, and unafraid of everything and everyone around them. Now, they don't stand defensively or aggressively, just in a way that creates a natural and commanding presence wherever they are. One trick to help you do this in a way that doesn't look forced or unnatural is just to put your hands behind your back. Lock one of your hands over the opposite wrist and stand with your chest open to the world. Technically, a person's chest happens to be one of the more vulnerable parts of the human body, and standing with it wide open signals you don't feel threatened. Showing your chest displays that you're unafraid of everything around you and that you're comfortable and ready to handle anything that could come your way. 9. Get that handshake down. Everyone knows that first impressions are the most critical impressions you can make. So why would you want to have a weak, unimpressive handshake? A handshake can say a lot about a person, and considering you want to make that first time meeting someone memorable, you might want to practice. Nobody wants to shake someone's weak hand, nor do they want their hand crushed. The key is to find a balance, because the true way to show off your confidence is through control. So what you're going to want to do is look the other person in the eye, then put your hand out there and let their hand come to yours. Once you make contact, you want to make sure your grip is firm, but not too overpowering, and then shake 2 to 3 times. Maintain the eye contact throughout, smile, and say something, so things don't get awkward. That's all there is to it, man. 8. Show some control. One sure way to tell an alpha from the rest of the pack is to watch the way they interact with others. And if you really want to be sure, watch the way these men physically interact with women. A lot of guys are afraid to touch the girls they're into, or girls in general, for fear that they may do it wrong and get labeled a creep. But if a man can master the etiquette of physical touch, especially with women, they demonstrate that they are confident and comfortable. The reason that touch can and does work for a lot of alphas is that there's risk involved in doing it, and if they can handle those risks, women naturally begin to feel like the alpha can handle others as well. There are 2 ways to get the casual female touch right, without getting yourself into heaps of trouble. First, you can give her a quick hug if you've talked to her in the past and see her again. And second, you can mirror her touches, thus ensuring you don't make her uncomfortable. 7. Your style counts too. Now, this isn't quite body language, but it goes right along with it. Your sense of style and how you wear it gives off signals nearly as strong as body language does. So remember that on your journey to becoming an alpha. This will do a lot of talking for you, and could maybe even cover up some spots where you fall short in your body language, if you do it correctly, that is. Keeping up with what's in style and knowing where trends are heading is essential, but the other half of the equation is using your style to set yourself apart. Make the style yours and wear it confidently. Also, don't go so overboard with your style that it's impossible for others to think of you as alpha, but looking sharp and a little different than others will help you stand out from the crowd. 6. Nonverbal signals. One big part of being an alpha is knowing when to keep quiet and communicate via your body language and other nonverbal signals. One massive turn-on for women is when guys are good at communicating without having to say anything. Your comfort level, the chemistry between you two, your confidence, your sense of humor, all can be communicated non-verbally. And if you're good at it, girls will love you. One key is to match your facial expressions with what's really on your mind. So if you want to portray confidence, be confident and let it shine through on your face. Let your body and face speak for themselves rather than relying on your mouth. People will be impressed. 5. Hold your head up. If you know alphas, or have ever been around any, do they walk around with their eyes on the ground and their head down? Most definitely not. They look forward and stride on with a sense of purpose, like they know where they're going and they're going to get there. They keep their eyes on the prize and don't let their gaze fall to the floor. They survey their surroundings and make sure they always know what's happening around them. So don't look down while you walk, but don't look up like you're lost and trying to get your bearings. Look forward and keep your eyes pointed out where you're heading, and you'll come off as an unafraid, purposeful, dominant alpha male. 4. Strength is important. So what do you think is more critical, appearing strong externally or being strong? Well, if you're looking to become an alpha, the answer is being strong. You don't want to walk around with just a body that looks strong and have no power behind it. You want to be powerful and know you're powerful. Do you know how much confidence just knowing you're strong endows upon you? That confidence is easily read by others, and others may think you're the baddest guy in the room or the guy they don't want to mess with. So work out your body and keep yourself in shape, because if you don't, somebody bigger, stronger, and badder will come and claim the alpha spot right out from under you. 3. It's definitely in the eyes. Yes, we realize that we've talked a little bit about eye contact already, but it's essential, so we're going to dig a little deeper right here, right now. Alphas are masters at eye contact, and it's not just because they're naturally better at using it. It actually has something to do with the fight or flight response. You see, alpha males are magnificent and practiced in not turning from eye contact or averting their gaze when eye contact with a girl, boy, or whoever else occurs. Instead, they hold that gaze for a moment, making sure the other person acknowledges that they did. In fact, make eye contact. It's this skill and the fighting off the temptation to turn away that gives alphas a leg up on the competition. 2. Make your presence stand out. Do you think that alphas go unnoticed and blend in with everyone else when they walk into a room? The answer is no, and this ability comes from their knowing how to take up more space and how to make their presence known. For some, developing this skill could take some time. It's something that you'll have to work at unless you naturally do this. Try making minor adjustments at first, like standing with your legs wide apart and broaden your chest by either putting your hands behind your back as we mentioned before, or put them on your hips. When you enter a room, survey where it is you just entered. Pause and make others take notice of your arrival. Mastering this will get you just that much closer to becoming the alpha you want to be. We've seen a lot of ways that alpha males make themselves stand out from the crowd, and we still have one more to go. But first, we'd like to ask you, do you use any of these tricks in your life already? What results have you had from doing so? We'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. 1. Be sure to smile. This is one thing that a lot of guys who are trying to work on becoming alpha tend to forget. A simple smile goes a long way and is a show of confidence that's bigger than a lot of the others found right here on this list. Smiling tends to convey that you're successful, fulfilled, and that you're generally a happy person. And if you don't think you need to smile to impress others or show off that you're happy, think about the effects that smiling has on a person. Smiling has been shown to boost people's moods, and it can even help trick your brain into happiness. It can also boost your immune system and possibly prolong your life. So smile. It can only help on your road to becoming alpha and in your life overall. If this video taught you anything about becoming the ultimate you, help us out and give it a like. Subscribe to our channel below or by clicking on our logo right here on this screen so you never miss any of our awesome uploads. And if you'd like, feel free to enjoy this fantastic video that we picked out just for you.